Ah, you are awake, finally! Do not shrink from me, human. I hear your fear. I thought Samuel had robbed me of speech forever, but it seems this curse allows us to read each other's thoughts. Your fragile body has endured much pain, but you have shown great strength. You wouldn't have been Fergus's first victim nor his last, I'll wager. But if you had fallen, the curse would have killed us both. Do you not remember? The archdemon Samuel cursed us both by eternally forging our souls together. Samuel, the master of this citadel, punished me for letting you escape. As you slipped through my fingers, I felt a burning inside, as you filled my very soul, and I yours. Now we are bound together in both life and death. Our fate is uncertain, human. Now there is only one choice left. We must flee this place. Together. The only way to rid ourselves of this curse is to persuade Samuel or Isolde to remove it. And Samuel will never relinquish his hold on us. But with Isolde there is a chance, for some old ties are not easily forgotten. She is my former mistress, a witch still living in Revelon. But in order to reach her, we have to escape from Damian's prison universe. Time is not on our side, human. If we want to escape alive, we have to work together. Come now, hurry! I am a Death Knight, a servant of utter chaos. I served Isolde loyally for many years, but now I am one of the elite guards under Samuel's command. Isolde is a powerful witch and knowledgeable in the ways of curses. Back in Revelon, I was her protector until I was ordered to join the forces of Samuel. Samuel is a typical archdemon. He is powerful and cruel with a sadistic sense of humor. I recommend avoiding any contact. My name is my own business, human. I will only tell it to my mistress or master. You are neither. We must leave this dimension at once, find Isolde and pray she is willing to remove this curse. We need to find a way upwards and free ourselves from this suffocating place. I know I would not choose this, servant of light. Samuel's curse will not be broken easily. Our souls are as one. We can't be separated for long without suffering or even dying. If one of us dies, the other will share the same fate. The only person who might be willing to remove this curse is my former mistress Isolde, who's still living on the surface of Revelon. But to reach her, we have to find a way to leave this accursed dimension. Do not venture in there. That was my cell. I will not enter there again. There is naught in there that's worth your time. This pathetic human has lost it. He sees demons everywhere now. It's locked. I should have known it. It can only be opened from the outside. It's possible. The other cell should be checked, for they may yield more information. If you didn't shuffle everywhere looking at your feet, you might have noticed a hole in the ceiling. Now, how do we get up there? Do you have anything useful amongst all that junk you've been picking up? You fool, it's too high. We have to find something to reach the top. Not bad, human. Tasty meat, isn't it? Close. It's imp. A picture of the damned one. Quite impressive, as psychopaths go. You inflicted pain too. You deserve to die, runt. There's no time for this. Samuel and his guards can arrive at any second. His cell is open. The fool can go and look for water himself. Clumsy human, you hit your head. How could you miss a haystack that big? That's barely a scratch. The question that keeps gnawing at my brain is how the Renar who live down here will greet us. The creatures who once lived in this dimension were called the Renar. Samuel captured many of these people, and he usually threw them into this hole. Samuel is not the type to kill anything quickly. He takes pleasure in the slow suffering of others. Maybe he kept them alive down here. Because it would be the perfect place to delight in their cries of pain. But the question remains, what will they think of us? I'm just contemplating. Why didn't the Renar remove this statue? It's a statue of the Damned One, and believe me, he's no friend of the Renar. So why does this statue still stand? Oh, there's a smell like a demon's armpit here. Let us get out at once. Touch it in your skewered meat, imp. What are you doing here? I'm warning you, short arse. It's poisonous gas. We have to get out of this room. There has to be a hidden mechanism to open the door somewhere. Find it now, human, before we both die. Did I tell you that I hate rats? Everywhere you humans go, the rats follow, feeding off your garbage. The filthy creatures should be wiped out. Something should be done about the rats, too. Ha ha ha. Another one bites the dust. This is the drill ground of Samuel's army. From now on, it might be a good idea to draw less attention to yourself, human. Without a disguise, you'll stick out like a dragon's egg in a hen's nest. If you can find a uniform, we might be able to bluff our way through their lines. But don't rely on your disguise too much. We don't have valid papers, so we should avoid patrols. Yes, I know this place well from my guard training. Well, we certainly won't get far with the rubbish you've been picking up, human. The weapons officer has his stock in the east wing. We have to follow the corridor and turn right twice. Potions? Feeling a bit frail, are you? The best place for those is the infirmary. I would have liked to avoid it, but, well, you'll see for yourself. Next to the infirmary, you can also find a military merchant of dubious reputation. The infirmary is located in the north wing. We have to follow the corridor, turn right, and take the route straight on to the north. The exit? Now that might be a problem. We have to go across the main drill ground. A dangerous place for the likes of us. We'll need to equip ourselves properly first, for the exit is heavily protected. We must figure out a way around or, if we have to, through them. We are not the only prisoners here, human. Samuel trusts no one, not even his own army. I assure you, his men do not stay here of their own free will. However, the main drill ground is located northwest from here. We have to follow the corridor to the west and turn north at the last possible point. The door to the exit is located on the west wall, but don't expect them just to open it and wish us a safe journey. One more thing, human. This is a very dangerous area now. These corridors are guarded by special patrols and disguises won't fool them. Death Knights, like myself, only even greater in power. They must be avoided at all costs. If they spot either of us, they'll attack, no questions asked. Samuel controls their minds and they fear no pain, so they will be relentless in their pursuit of us. I'm sure Samuel burned our pictures into their brains. They will recognize us immediately. Stealth is the only way to beat them. What do you need to know? We're almost out of the patrol area now. But do not be reckless, human. We are far from safe. This is the patrol area. Heed well my warning about the patrols, human. Avoid any contact, or we might as well throw ourselves onto their swords. Well, you look harmless enough, human. What? No, definitely not. I spy the drill officer coming this way. Very well. Tread carefully. I heard he sold his own grandmother last week for a pound of salt. Yeah, and I'm a flower fairy. I wonder what's in it for us. A more powerful sword? Could come in useful, human. A book for sadist and masochist alike, of which he is both. I wasn't. I wouldn't count on it. Wretched humans, the shorter on brains they are, the more they feel the need to bash your skull in. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. You're not impressing anyone, you know. I would stop this if I were you. You're sure this is a wise course of action, human? This coward lurks here because he's afraid of entering the parkours. He deserves no better than death. Pathetic wimp. He would never have survived the parkours anyways. The parkours is a small death maze filled with traps. Only the most strong and cunning survive. They even offer you a reward if you are willing to enter it, but seldom has anyone lived to enjoy the bounty. You will see it soon enough, human. The entrance is on the main drill ground. We're deep in a demon's lair, on the run from Death Knight patrols, and you want to go sightseeing? Sometimes overconfident fools enter the parkour with the notion that their superior abilities will save them, but most are sent through as punishment, like this dead fellow here. This pompous buffoon is in serious danger of being swallowed up by his own expanding head. Why does the fool not hide when they shoot? Just keep quiet, human. Play dumb. It shouldn't be too hard for you. No one knows a safe way out. Don't listen to him. His brain is full of dishwater. I wonder how he opened the door. We're wasting our time. This little idiot can't help us escape. I'll pull his head off and pour firebugs down his neck. Let's see, shall we? Papers? Bah, we don't need any papers. Just you try it then. A child could have told you that wouldn't work. Most of Samuel's soldiers are brainwashed fanatics. We have reached the barracks level now. The citadel exit is not very far away. Yes, but we're in luck for once, because most of the men are on the drill ground below. These are the living quarters of Samuel's army of chaos. I can give you directions if you need them. On this level you will find living quarters, weapons storage, a kitchen, and bathrooms. The living quarters are divided into sections for recruits, soldiers, and officers. The recruits are all sleeping in one big room, northwest of here. The rooms where the officers sleep are located to the south. We will reach them later. The section where the weapons are forged and stored is not far from here, to the northeast. Feeling peckish? The kitchen is located between the recruit's sleeping room and the officers' quarters, next to the bathrooms. Feeling the call of nature, human? The bathroom is located in the east of this level, next to the kitchen, right between the recruit barracks and the officers' quarters. The exit is located in the far southeast of this area. We have to cross all other sections to reach it. Remember what I told you about the Death Knight patrols in the drill ground? In this level, there is only one Death Knight patrol to avoid, and the patrol route is touching the next corridor. I still recommend avoiding any contact. I'd feel more comfortable if we had better weapons rather than these toys, human. Where do you want to go? Obviously, the rumors about the powerful weapons were slightly exaggerated. This sniveling creature must be Rorschach's, the imp the cook was looking for. You're in trouble, little one. He's so pathetic, even for an imp. Rats, I suppose. Filthy vermin. I can see his point on that one. What? I can't believe this. The corrupt bastard deserves to die. Very well, but what goes around comes around, human. And filling his stomach with cheap rot gut. Never. Oh, a real expert, I see. Perhaps he's more suited to noughts and crosses. Obviously, the General has made enemies here. Unfortunately, these creatures seem to think you are General Brahm. Maybe it's the uniform. Give him the bottle. This door is locked as a precaution. Nobody can gain access to the weapons in this room. Apart from the smith, Samuel himself has the only other key. You've been watching us? Pathetic creature. You hid behind others instead of confronting us yourself. You can't fight a demon, human. The barrier between this world and the demonic dimension was destroyed. Thus, the life force of demons is now in a state of constant regeneration. That was too close for comfort, human. We were lucky Samuel was summoned away before he could imprison us again. It's something that happens in this dimension from time to time. Necromancers in Revelling can summon creatures from this world temporarily. Demons, imps, even humans. Summoning is not forever. The necromancer can ask the summoned creature to answer questions or perform certain tasks. The creature is bound by the spell to obey, but afterwards they will return to this dimension. Samuel is a tremendously powerful archdemon, but if he is summoned, then like every other creature he must follow the call. Eventually he will return here, but it will take a while. Humans can also be summoned, but this is very rare. The necromancer has to know the name of the creature they want to summon, and Samuel makes sure his reputation precedes him. You see the hatch on the wall? That's the only thing between us and the lava stream. Destroy this and the whole citadel will fill with molten lava.